So you also work as a health and wellness manager at Keenan. Can you briefly talk a little bit about what you do there?
Yeah, so I've been there now for uh, over 5 years too, which is crazy. But yeah, so Keenan is an insurance broker, and their big niche was working with schools, school districts, healthcare, and public agencies. So they, do a lot of benefits planning and benefits coordination for these clients. And they have a very small team of 5 of us who are on the health and wellness team. And our goal is to help those clients create employee wellness programs to help with their benefits and such. So we work with benefits managers, HR managers at these industries, and we'll usually do like monthly meetings with them to coordinate their program. It really spans. Like, I kind of work as a consultant and as a wellness coordinator for different clients. And, we might help implement a program, we'll help plan, we help kind of connect their resources that they have with their insurance companies. So I'm in California, let's say a client has Kaiser and Blue Shield. Well, we'll bring in representatives from their account managers from those insurance companies, and they'll say, okay, we have these programs and these apps available, and you could promote that to your employees. The problem becomes, a lot of insurance companies, yours included, offers a lot of great wellness programs for their members, right? Like they have the Calm app or different apps that you can have access to for free just because you're an Anthem member, Blue Cross member, whatever. But the problem is that's only for those members. When a client has 2 or 3 different insurance plans that they offer, well, then someone who has Kaiser doesn't get the resources that Anthem members get. And so it's very discombobulated, it's disconnected. And so we kind of bridge the gap between those insurance companies and the clients to say, okay, well, here's a program that's like a third party vendor that can bring you wellness programs. Like wellness portals are a big thing right now, where it's like a checklist. You get points for doing certain activities, and then if you do all those activities, you get a premium reduction off of your health care. So we'll kind of coordinate those, find the right third party vendor for them. We'll find the right program for them. And then usually, work with that vendor to get reporting. And if something's not working with the program, like we're calling the vendor and be like, hey, what's up? So we're like the go between, between the client and their vendor. Um, it's an interesting role, right? Because you're the go between. And so I personally love the role that I had at, the University of South Carolina, like serving the employees directly. At Blue Cross, I served the employees directly. You get to know people's names, you get to know employees and like where they work, and you kind of get to know the environment a lot more. When you come in as a consultant, like I know what works generally, and we have 30 plus clients, and I had 15 of those 30 plus clients, um, that I met with, each month and did their programs for. And so I could speak to like, okay, well, this is what works mostly for counties and schools. But I don't know, what works, in a district that has 30 different schools. Each school is different. So it's it's a very interesting role. It's very niche too. When I tell people like I work, I help companies with their employee wellness programs, they're like, how did you get that role? And I'm like, well, I went to school for it. And they're like, that's a thing you can go to school for? I'm like, yeah, employee wellness is a thing. Like, does your company offer a walking challenge? And they're like, yeah, we have like a pedometer. We don't do pedometers now, but a Fitbit or a walking challenge. I'm like, yeah, there's somebody behind that who coordinates it. That's me, or that's who I work with to coordinate it. And it is very niche too. Um, but I do enjoy it. But the consulting side is a lot, and I don't think you quite get all of the like, you don't feel as rewarded because you don't get to know the employees behind the scenes kinda thing.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And thank you for sharing that as well.